Hello, you are watching Art Making in the Time of COVID. I'm your host, Clifford Eberly, and today I wanted to show you about how to use objects that you find on the street in your studio. So this piece of metal I found outside a building that burned down the street from my studio. It was on the sidewalk. So I was wearing gloves on my way here and I picked it up, and so I brought it to my studio. It's pretty close to my doorway right now, so I didn't want to bring it too far in case it had any contaminants on it. And I brought some sanitizing spray. So you want to spray the whole thing. And this lasts for 12 hours. So since it's in my studio, I don't think it'll be exposed to anything in the next 24 hours. So I'm just coating it with a good even layer of sanitizing spray. And it usually dries within like 10 minutes. Since COVID lasts on your soles of your shoes for 5 days, I also sprayed the shoes that I wore here on the bottom. And I put on some shoes that I had in the studio already, which I don't think are contaminated because they've been here. They haven't gone outside in months. So this piece of metal, I'm going to use somehow in this sculpture. And I don't know how yet, but as you can see, there's some yarn. I started making a loom, and I'll show another episode of how I decided to do that. But I thought that with all these holes, it would make a good canopy or something for the top, and I could suspend it or suspend more strings from that. So this sculpture is the next piece that I'm going to be working on here in the studio. It's leaning against the corner because I don't have it in a really stable base. In order to have it stable, I need to like pad those bolts, I think, but the pole is pretty heavy. This Christmas tree stand isn't really cutting it, and I can't really drill into the ground or the floor. I was using the bottom of the sofa as sort of like a ground for the stand, and then the pole was leaning against those bolts, but I don't want to have the sofa be part of the piece. So stay tuned and see how I incorporate this awesome piece of metal in the next episode. Thank you.